I recently spent 10 days in Spain, and I'm bringing you along for the adventure.
And the banks aren't letting us.
It's impossible.
This trip was a gift, and it was absolutely amazing.
And I had a feeling, didn't I? Didn't I have a feeling?
I saw a lot of Spain, and I traveled in a way that I've never experienced before.
We're on our second train.
Exhausted.
And I'm here to share all of it, the raw,
We're here waiting for the bus, and I'm experiencing an experience I've never experienced.
the real,
That's definitely another first for me. I've never got to a hotel room where...
and the magical. Welcome to part 1 of this extraordinary adventure.
The square situation in Spain is like quite complicated.
Hey everybody, I just landed in Spain, and I see my first different thing. I'm still in the airport, but look at this. Look at this little toilet. It's like miniature.
When I landed at the airport, I was met by Mia and her driver, who actually turned out to be her dad. They picked me up, and it was so nice after such a long 12-hour journey to be picked up at the airport. And little did I know when I came on this adventure that Mia would be my guide throughout the entire adventure. And little did I know that one of the first things I would be doing in Spain after our long car ride from Barcelona to Manresa. This is my map of Spain. It's not perfect. It's just so we can get an idea of all the places that I went during my travels, because I ended up seeing a lot of Spain. I flew into Barcelona, and then we drove from Barcelona to Manresa. And the car ride wasn't super long. It was just over an hour. Would be bonding with this cute little guinea pig. This is Mia's guinea pig.
I bet. The attraction of the house.
I bet. Good morning, everybody. Why can't I open this? It is my first day here in Spain, and oh my goodness, I was freaking exhausted last night after my travel. Like, I think I slept for like 14 hours straight just in this bed. I woke up a couple times, so maybe not exactly 14 hours, but I was freaking exhausted. So we'll see what's on the agenda today and what we get up to, because I'm honestly really not sure.
Ese día con todo el material delante, con los caminos, nunca lo ves en este lado. Y ya te lo. Entonces tener eso sí.
How was your night? Good, I basically just slept. I was so
For
tired.
how many hours?
Like 14.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I basically just slept on top of the covers for like 6 hours, and then I woke up and I was like, should I shower? And I was like, no, I just need more sleep. And then I got under the covers. Well, good morning.
Buenos días, good morning.
Buenos días.
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo ha ido la noche? ¿Cómo ha ido la...?
How was the night?
Then we headed from Manresa to a nearby town with the mission of exchanging some money, and this proved to be an impossible task to all of our surprise.
I'm here in the city in Spain. What's the name of it?
San Juan de la Torrada.
Ah, with Mia here, and we're trying to exchange money, and the banks aren't letting us.
It's impossible.
It is.
We went to 3 different banks and a place that wasn't even a bank, and we talked to a few different people, and all the feedback that we got is that in Spain, you cannot exchange money except at the airport. So if you're trying to exchange money, do it at the airport, because it might be difficult to absolutely impossible to change it otherwise.
I was given a little croissant with chocolate in here by our wonderful driver. Oh. And it's from there. Wow. Very good. Oh. I'll show them. They're from there, that spot. Right there.
No, que no parece.
After we got our bus tickets, we went to Mia's grandma's house to drop off my luggage for the day's excursions and to explore her really unique old Spanish house.
Els baixos sí, perquè hi ha coses antigues.
Got it. Where is it?
Here, inside this room.
In there.
Yeah. Here.
Oh, wow. That is the well.
So you can like open this and then like this.
Pull it up.
Yeah. And then you can have the water.
Wow, that is crazy. Well water inside a house on the 3rd floor.
For like showering and like using the water.
That is wild. I didn't even know that was like possible.
The rat room, when she sees a rat, she puts the rat in here. Now there are no rats. So like she puts the rat in here. And that's like for hanging the clothes in here.
Oh, wow. Unusual setup for a house, you know, to have like 3 different floors and all these stairs. Like it feels like a hotel or something, you know?
Yeah.
But it's not.
Like that stick is for squatters.
You were saying something to me really interesting about the squatters the other day.
Yeah.
And I really had no idea that this happened anywhere.
Like you put the stick in here.
And coming from a country like the United States, where especially California, Bay Area, the homeless population is just exploding, this was very interesting for me to hear. Can you elaborate a little bit on the squatter situation?
And then you close the door. And if the squatter gets in, you can always kick them. So the squatter situation in Spain is like quite complicated. Here we get like a lot of squatters, and like in some areas of Spain, like if they like break into your house, they need to stay there because there's like a law that you can't like take them out. So they need to stay there, and probably you have to pay for their bills if they are lucky, or like either there's nothing else to do, like you lost probably your home. That has like 100 years. It's like 100 years old.
So the squatters can't be kicked out. They can go in there and stay. And you were even saying that you're personally paying for an apartment and squatters are staying in there?
You can kick anyone with that. So in front of my home, we have like this massive squatter home, and we are actually paying for some of their bills, like electricity and like some water. Also like Wi-Fi. But there's nothing that we can do about it, and I don't really want to mess with it. So I just keep paying, you know? Just it is what it is.
I've never heard of such a thing. They have to pay for the squatters. Waiting for the bus. While we waited for the bus, I munched on some kiwis, and I really don't know why, but Spain has the most delicious kiwis I've ever eaten in my life. They are so sweet and not sour and just incredible, and I know our kiwis in the US come from New Zealand, just like Spain's kiwis do, but for some reason, they were so good. This is the building where Mia had to do some stuff. It's actually a mental hospital, and as you can see, the staircase is reminiscent of her grandma's house. I think it's a common architecture in Spain. Sorry. That's my camera. Sorry about that. Oh, okay, thank you. After getting picked up again, we went to explore the town of Mura, which is not far from Manresa, and it's also about an hour outside of Barcelona. That is?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. That's the town hall. That is amazing. Mura is a small village, and it has a wonderful medieval type atmosphere. Strolling through the streets and looking at the houses and the buildings, you really get transported back in time. It's so beautiful. It's surrounded by such incredible nature, and breathing in, I just wanted to breathe my lungs super deep because I felt the oxygen was clean and pure and fresh, and you could really imagine how life used to be back in the day.
I'm in my little hotel room this evening, and we were actually supposed to go to Barcelona today and be staying in Barcelona this evening, but there was a train strike, and I guess what happened is like some people went in and stole, there's like these cords that help the trains go, and people, I guess it's common where people will go and steal the cords that have copper in it because they sell those and they get money for the copper. So I guess that happened. So then there was a train strike, so we couldn't get from here to Barcelona. Apparently that's something that happens like relatively often, and then it messes everything up. People can't get on the train to go where they're supposed to go. Today's a big travel day. We're gonna be taking the bullet train for like 8 hours to get to our next destination. We have finished with our first train and are on to our next one. And the seats are very straight. Like there's no button to push them back at all. It's like you're very vertical. And then I guess in Spain they have this service where they bring your bags to your next train. Our second train. Exhausted, but with better seats.
Yeah.
This here is supervisor.
Oh, okay.
Can't sit here?
Oh! Guess where I've arrived to? I am now in Madrid, which is the capital city of Spain. During our travels today, we went from Manresa to Barcelona to Madrid, where we are now, and we're going to be ending the day in Gijón, Spain. With that taxi ride and everything, we missed the train, and I really had to go to the bathroom, and like it cost €1 to go to the bathroom, and I only had 80 cents. And I asked the dude there, he was like a security guard. I was like, look, I've got to go. I only have this much. I don't have €1. Like, do you have a 20 cent? He's like, I have no money. I literally just slid under. Like, what am I gonna do? Either I do that, go to the bathroom, or like I'm about to piss on the floor. But luckily I was able to go. Found a free toilet, taking advantage when I can. We're here waiting for our train, and I've been informed that I'm eating the most typical Spanish food. It's like potato and egg. What's it called?
Tortilla de patatas.
Wow. So, tortilla de patatas.
We spent one night in this hostel, and I'm so glad that the next night we were moved to another hotel because we were supposed to stay here for 3 nights. It was going to be the longest place that we stayed during our entire trip, and I was apprehensive to this because I really like having my own space when I travel. But I know I can rough it, and this trip was such a gift that I was just going to go with it. But I expressed how much I would prefer to have my own place, and they ended up moving me the next night. So I'm super grateful I opened up my mouth, and sometimes you just have to let people know how you feel and things can change.
It's a beautiful morning here in Gijón, Spain. And I'm headed to get a cappuccino, and we stopped off and asked someone because we weren't quite sure where we were going. And they said that there's 2 over here, but one is kind of a tourist trap and the prices are double. And it's for the tourists, and then one is a local spot for the locals with better prices. And I'm very happy that we asked them because we're gonna go to the local spot, which is much more awesome and better anyways, to go to the local things. Well, all that excitement for that cool local spot and it's closed. Oh my God, it's Shiva. I didn't even notice that when you started filming. That's amazing. We found Shiva in Spain. That's incredible. My first name is Kashi, which is Shiva's city. So this is another little synchronistic right place, right time situation. Oh my God, something just happened. So we went to this one spot and the woman there, we asked her, do you have cappuccinos? She said, no, the machine is broken. And we were like, is there cappuccinos anywhere on this street? And she said, no, there's not. And I had a feeling, didn't I? Didn't I have a feeling? I was like, Mia, I don't believe her. I think she's just saying that to get our business. Literally, we walk a block down the street and we're at like the cappuccino spot of the area. Let me show you. All right, so there's this incredible view here. And look, everyone having their morning little coffee beverages. Oh my goodness. So like, honestly, you can't believe everything everyone says. And here it's very special because they top it with like this thick layer of cinnamon. Oh my goodness. Apparently this is a local cookie, so I thought, when in Spain, you know, they say when in Rome, but maybe it's like when in wherever you are. Oh my goodness. It almost looks like a little star shape. I think it is a little star shape, you guys. That's amazing. All right, sadly I missed the moment. I was trying to show you a very Spain thing to get, and it's like this little coffee, and then they bring a thing of steamed milk and pour it in at the table. Oh yes, and it's fabulous. We're here waiting for the bus, and I'm experiencing an experience I've never experienced. On this sign here, it says that you have to call the bus and let them know you need a bus for the bus to actually come and take you where you want to go. Right now, Mia is calling the bus, so hopefully they come get us. Mia's on the phone right now, and apparently they have to contact the bus driver because they don't even know where the bus driver is right now, and let him know that we're waiting here.
He thinks that in like 15 minutes the bus will arrive, but like they are not like 100% sure.
Huh, well, I guess let's hope for the best. I don't know if you can tell, but it's very quiet on this bus right now, and we were just informed that something has broke, so we're stopped off here. But as you can see, it's quite a beautiful place to be stopped. I don't know if you can hear, but he's talking to the mechanic on the phone to fix the bus. The bus got fixed shortly after, and we continued on our journey to another coastal town of Spain close to Gijón.
like someone has slept in here. That's so weird. Oh my goodness. It's an amazing view though, holy moly, but that is so weird. That's definitely another first for me. I've never got to a hotel room where I think they forgot to change the bed. Wow, these pigeons are having a straight up feast on this table. Look at that. They're having a gourmet cake here. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. They're about to call in the seagulls. Wow, I love that they just like let them come and eat. I've never seen such a thing. I got a plate of bubbling artichokes. That's incredible. It's definitely something I've never had before. As you could see, it was boiling and it was freaking burning my mouth. This is my omelet. It's very interesting. It reminds me of a pancake. And then I'm just gonna put some of these red peppers and artichokes and make like a wrap. This is the town of Candas, and it's actually a small little fishing village in Asturias in the north of Spain. It felt so amazing to walk the streets. I loved all the stone everywhere. It had so many cute little shops and lots of cafes. If there's one thing about Spain and the dominant Spanish culture is it is one of the cafe and of coffee and enjoying your time sitting at a cafe or a restaurant. I was able to walk up the side of this little mountain and get a bird's eye view and see almost the entire town, and I really felt like, wow, I'm in Spain. When you think of Spain, it's these kind of sights that I think really come to mind. Even though this village is full of so much beauty everywhere, the buildings, the roads, even the people, it was small little moments that really took my breath away. The magic and the beauty of life can be seen in the mundane, everyday things just as much as it can be seen in traveling to a far off new destination. Here in Spain, some of these buildings are so ancient and they will outlive all of us, and they've outlived many, many people in the past. And without human beings keeping them up and living around them, they just disintegrate. Human beings bring the life into a city. Without them, it's just dead. And it's amazing to think how many people have walked these streets and how these streets will outlive all these people. These were all the types of thoughts I was thinking as I was exploring this wonderful village. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I definitely hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. You're not gonna wanna miss part 2, so be on the lookout. And if you're not watching this in real time, I will have part 2 and any other parts linked in the description box below. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.